Okay, synchro. Go. Wait. Okay. Wes. Okay. Okay. Assalamualaikum. And in the last video, we met the user input. So we finally managed to get the user input. Now we're going to create the user's file text, which is contain the username and the password, at least in this series. And there are two types of file text that can be approached, that at least in my head. So the first one is creating a file, let's say called list login.txt, right? So each line is related to each user's data. So let's say the first line is data for John's cookie. Yep, John's cookie with, and the password is 12345. And let's say the second user, let's say called root, and the password is system. So we split the username and the password using a hash symbol, but it can be anything. It can be a strip, it can be a brackets, it can be a at. Is that the name of the symbol? I don't know. But in this case, we're going to stick with the hash, right? And so on. And this is the first method. And the second method is each user have its own file. Let's say John's cookie underscore data.txt. So each line will be the John's cookie 12345, and the second row will be any information that related to John's cookie, which is I prefer to take this method. So that's what are we going to do. So each user will have each file text. Okay, so let's just execute our latest code. How about that? Clear this up. Let's go with Java login prompt. Okay, so let's see John's cookie 12345. It's okay, it's access granted. Let's go with the root, password is 12345. Okay, so we good. So first off, in order to deal with file text, we need to import the java.io package, right, to deal with the IO streams. Okay, so let me just comment this, because we'll dealing with this later. For now, in this particular feed, we're going to check if the user have their files yet. If it doesn't, then they will be prompt to either he want to create a new account or not. So that's what are we going to do. So after this for loop, which getting the get password, the assigning the get password. We can do the try catch now. Try catch. Let's call this exception E. Okay. So first off, the programs need to read the file text first. Yeah. Always. No, so this is my cat, by the way. File reader, new file reader, and stick with the format, which is the get username. Underscore place with the underscore data.txt. So inside this bracket will be the name of the file, right? And let's say it's John's cookie underscore data.txt. We use this plus symbol so we can concat the variable and a string, combine them into a single string. Okay, let's go with the buffer reader now. Buffer reader with the ed buffer. Let's go with br new buffer reader, so called the object of the file reader. Okay, it's pretty eye-catchy, and we're going to go with the loop. Okay, so now I'm going to add a variable to scan and get the contents of the file. Let's go with the scan. No, let's go with let's go to scan all, and let's go with this. Okay, and then the get file text, we're going to pre-assign them. Okay, should be good to go. So let's say, well, scan all is line, nope, should be read line. Where's the okay, so we will force the reader to read all the contents until it becomes null, right? So it will be get file text, okay, with the scan all. Let's go with the nope. So it's going to be each line. Is this the backslash? Yes, this is the backslash. Okay, and now we're going to close the buffer reader so it doesn't collapse with other IO streams that we will be dealing with. Just close that. Okay, let's go with, now let's check the system .out.print line. No, just let's print the get file text so we know the progress. So basically this code is running if the user have the account, already have an account, already have the file text. But if he doesn't, so just the account with the newcomers. Is that how you spell newcomers? Okay, so for the newcomers, which will be going to the catch block, because basically the program didn't find any file text with that name. So first off, the program will have to ask either the user want to create the account or not. So let's go with do you want to, no, let's go with it seems that you don't have any account yet, right? Now let's ask them, do you want to create an account? And I mean with the y, right? I'm sorry. Now let's get a new variable to catch the new username and the new password. Let's go with the new username. Username with the new password, then the new confirm password. So we will be asked to confirm the password. Actually, create account. Forget that. Let's go with the create account, and we go with the input. Next line. Okay. Now let's check if the user want to create the account. If create egg is equals, remember we use equals on strings, is y, create equals to y, no, now with the little y, yeah. So let's just do that. If they really want to create the account, now let's prompt a new what is it called, username and password, right? So system out print, we'll go with the print. Let's go with new username. And then the new username will take action. Whoa. Next line. Okay, and then the system, nope, let's just use this. Boom. Instead we're going to name it new password. So you see it's aligned so good, dude. Let's go with a new password. Input the next line. I'll just copy these two because it just looks similar. And let's go with confirm password. I have to readjust the line on the new conf password, yeah. Okay, now let's check if the new password and the confirm password are matched. So we can do that by a simple if the new password equals new conf password. So now this code is basically what are we going to do to write the data, because the user accept to create the account and the password and confirm one is matched. So just do that. We can do that by using instead of file reader, we're going to file writer. Let's name it the FW, new file writer, and then we can get the get username plus nope data.txt. Okay, now instead of using buffer writer, we're going to use the print writer. Actually, I haven't tried the buffer writer yet, so that's something. Let's go with the print writer, and let's go with FW, right? The object of the file writer. Okay, so on the further process, so each file may contain the username and the password, and may contain another information. You can go with true, so it will be append the file. So now we can do the PW, no, it's PW. Let's go with the print line. So now we're going to print the username, hash, password into the file text. Now let's go with the new username. So let's concat that with hash. Now concat that again with the new password. You can either use the new password or the confirm one. Since both match, let's go with the new password. Now we're going to flush the buffer so it won't be on the stream, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment below. No, in the comment section below. Yeah. Let's close that. Now let's close the FW. Okay, so now we are pretty much good to go. So here's the code for the newcomers, and that's the code for the let's go with the oldcomers. I know that's my thing. That's my thing. Okay, right? Let's do this. Set them out. Print line, create account successfully, right? And then going to copy that into the old commerce. Where's the old commerce? Okay, now here's the old commerce. Let's just change that into create login successfully, right? Login, and that's basically it, bro, in this part. And for the next part, we're going to split the password and the username, since it both on the one string that concat with the hash symbols, right? Okay, let's go with the Java. No, let's compile it first. Okay, we got some error here. Exception from file writer. Okay, it's in the 45. File writer, get username, data, true, FW close. Okay, let's not go with the true. Okay, so we can go with the true. So we actually have another okay, I see. So when dealing with the IO streams, you need to remember you always have to go with the try catch. So that's something. So let's name it EX, since it's still in the scope with the variable E. Let me just close that. Let me just copy this into this and just block this again, so the alignment should be clearer. So let me save this. Okay, so okay, login from. Okay, now let's see with the okay, so let's go with Jones cookie. The password will be 12345. Okay, so let me open the folder first, so you can know what's up and what's going on with the folders, the file. So as you can see, there is no Jones cookie underscore data.txt, right? But we're going to create one. So just with the Y, username Jones cookie, new password 12345, confirm password 12345. So as you can see, there is a file called Jones cookie underscore data and create account successfully. So if we open this file, it should be the username hash the password, which will be very important for us to read the file. No, if I go with a Jones cookie 12345, no, it's not actually login successfully because we haven't matched the password and the username with the actual file text. What does this mean, login successfully? Is the file is found. So let me just change that, I guess, with the account found, so that will make a clearer sight. Okay, you know what, let's just create another account, right? Go with the root with the three O's, and the password will be, now you'll see, I forgot it. Let's go with the root, and the password will be so you can see it. I thought you can't. Okay, and the confirm password, we can hide that, but the principle are the same. So we get this root data, so it should be root hash hotpot cookie omg, and that's pretty much it on this video. And next vid, we're going to match this user input with this content, right? And let me see, let me show the code. Oh no, okay, so these are the code, and thank you very much, dude, and happy fasting, and goodbye.